prévisions météo indiquent une détérioration significative du climat. Pas du tout. C'est violence.
Hey, this is Conservative Life on Mars. We're living in seriously weird and strange times. I just wanted to bring something to you that is in Europe, specifically France. What happened today was a Black Legislator, forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong, Bilongo, Carlos Bilongo, was speaking about immigration and the crisis that's happening over there with the weather and as far as immigrants coming over. That's the gist that I've found out about. And during the time that he was talking, some loudmouth from across the way yells, "Go back to Africa." In the middle of his speech, he just yells, "Go back to Africa." This is during Parliament. Okay, imagine in Congress, you have some black legislator talking, and in the back, someone just yells, "Go back to Africa." This is rude. This is complete racism. This is ignorance. This is unacceptable behavior. I will say that I am very proud of all the legislators around him. If you see the video that I have up, there is a woman that immediately jumped up to his defense, and everybody else started jumping up to his defense. Now, the leader of parliament, I'm not familiar with French government, but she immediately asked, "Who said that? Who said that?" And everybody pointed to this one person. I will have his name up, and his picture and name up. And everybody started yelling in French, "Get out, get out, get out." From there on, the parliament was suspended for the day. Now, since that time, I found out, of course this stuff makes it across the pond to England, and they're speaking English. This ignorant person was suspended for 2 weeks without pay, which would be the very stringent thing, a very, very stringent punishment for this type of behavior. Now, I also want to tell you this. Several years ago, there was a black female prime minister who was originally from the Congo, or her ancestry is from the Congo. This woman had so many insults. People kept saying it was a bongo government because she was in charge now, and she had her held high in grace. So all this to say that if you think things are so far so sophisticated in Europe, think again. None of those countries over there, from what I know, has had a civil rights movement in the same way that the United States has. So a lot of that angst, anger, just flagrant ignorance, "Hey, we can just say this, ha ha ha, it's funny," still happens there, and they don't think twice about it. If you don't believe me, please look at some of the soccer games. I'm putting up some pictures of soccer games where folks, especially the African players, they come out of Africa, they go to Europe and try to play soccer, and your home team audience is calling you a monkey. They're throwing bananas at you. This is very common. Now, I will say that a couple of years ago, Nike, the shoe conglomerate, started a really big thing about racism, and to try to chill that out, they did that in connection with the World Cup, but I'm sure it still happens. And I'm sure there are going to be people that still think this is appropriate behavior at a game. You're there just to root on the team, but no, you want to take it one further and throw bananas at somebody that is doing nothing to you but give you joy and entertainment. And I like to play connect the dots here. Bring that back here to the United States. If you think things are so bad here, you don't see nobody throwing bananas at you. You don't see people telling you openly in Congress, go back to Africa. Of course, you hear folks do this in little small circles and so forth. Believe me, I've seen it, I've heard it, I spoke out about it when it happens. There's ignorance all around. So if you think the United States is so bad, take a trip across the pond and see how well that is for you. That works out for you. Okay, this is Conservative Life on Mars. Please say something in the box below. I'd love to hear your comments about it. If you have an experience with this type of behavior, let me know.